Hey everyone, welcome to Two Car Pros. My name is Ryan. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to replace the brake light bulb tail light, turn signal bulb, and reverse light, and the rear brake light lens, because it's all kind of one unit and it's easier just to do it all in one video instead of trying to break those up. So if you're looking to change the bulbs or the entire lens on your 2008 Chevrolet Impala, this is the video for you. This is absurdly easy, so let's jump into it.
Before we get started, let's just kind of give you a sense of where we're going to be working today. And I'm going to be showing the passenger side because this is the one that actually needs light bulbs, but the driver's side is exactly the same, but on the mirrored side of the car. But the process is exactly the same. So we're going to come back here in the trunk and look backward like this. So let's get started. So right here on this plastic nut fastener, you can just use your fingers and spin it off. Once that's removed, set it aside, and then we can kind of remove this matting and peel that away. And just kind of fold it over so it's not in the way anymore. So right here and right here are two more of those plastic fasteners. Just spin those off. These are cool. This might make this a no-tool repair. There we go. So then on the outside of the car, you can just grab the lens and pull it straight backward. And then this step you don't technically have to do. You can just work on the lens just like this, still plugged in. But I'm going to go ahead and unplug it because it's super easy. Just like that. And then I can take it over to my workbench and work on it there. It's a little more convenient for me because I need to film. But again, you can just work on it right here, no problem. So here's our lens. As you can see, ours is in very good shape, so I'm not going to be replacing it. However, if you are replacing it, all these steps still apply to you. We can flip it over to the back side, and let's go with the brake light tail light first. Grab its housing, rotate it counterclockwise, and pull the bulb assembly straight out. Then grab the bulb and pull it straight out of the housing. Just like that. And this bulb for me is actually okay. I know it looks like it has a little bit of a dark spot on it, but it is working, so we're gonna run it. And to reinstall it, just go ahead and put that in, and I will have a link down below in the description for this exact bulb, and just push it in. And when you're replacing bulbs, it's a good idea to wear gloves because you don't want human oils to get on this bulb and create a hot spot, and it will shorten the life of the bulb. And then in its housing, you'll notice that there are timers, and that matches up with timers on the bulb assembly. It only goes in the one way, just like that. And then rotate it clockwise until it locks into place and it can't fall out. On to the blinker bulb. Basically the same thing. Pull it out of its housing, pull it straight up and out. Again, this one works, so we're going to replace it with the same one, but I will have the part number in the description for you, or a link to the product too. Put it back into its housing, rotate clockwise, done. And you'll never guess how you take out the reversing light. The exact same way. Go ahead and rotate it, remove it, and this is a different bulb, so go ahead and remove that by pulling it straight out of the housing. We can go ahead and grab our new bulb, again, link down below in the description, and I'll have all those labeled for you. Just line it up horizontally with the contacts and push it straight in, and then put it in its housing, rotating clockwise so it can't come out, and you're all done. And then we can plug our lens back in. It only plugs in one way with the safety facing away from you. So put that in its home, push it straight down till you hear that nice click, and then you'll notice these three threads, and those line up with these three holes, and this little black prong goes into that hole right there. So you just want to aim all four of those prongs up until it's matching up with the body, and then you can just push it straight forward, and that's what it looks like. Luckily, it's pretty obvious when this isn't quite right. There'll be a giant gap around it, but it should be flush just like this one is. Before I bolt everything back together, I'm going to go ahead and test all the lights to make sure that they're functioning. And to do that, I'm going to take the key and put it in the ignition and turn it to the second position without starting the engine, so that way the blinker will work. All right, blinker's working, tail light's working, reverse light is working. And just to double check that our dual filament bulb is working, we saw that our tail lights already work, and our brake lights work. Very cool. And make sure you have the key in the ignition position, or else the brake lights don't come on for some reason in this car. A little interesting. I didn't think they could do that. I thought your brake lights have to work no matter what, but I guess not. Okay, back in the trunk, I'm going to push the lens as far forward as I can, back towards the camera, and put back on this plastic wing nut, making sure we're not cross-threading it, and just put that on like, you know, wrist tight, basically as tight as you can go. No, don't use a tool or anything because you'll strip it or bust little wing pieces off. Tighten it down like that, very good, and then we can put our matting sort of back into its home. Like that. Just kind of tuck it under this plastic piece and use this wing nut. I mean, they're all the same. To hold that down. And then you'll notice that the wing nut actually has like a little shoulder on it that kind of holds the matting for you. Fit it behind the shoulder there. And then that'll hold that on real nicely. And then just again, finger tight like that. Make sure the lens doesn't go anywhere, and you're all done.
So that is how to change the brake light taillight bulb, the turn signal bulb, and the reversing bulb, and the whole lens housing for an '08 Chevrolet Impala with no tools. You don't need any tools to do this repair. Please don't pay anybody to do this. You're fully capable of doing this. You don't need any tools at all. It is very, very easy. You can buy the bulbs off of Amazon for a couple of bucks and be back on the road, but do double check that all your bulbs work before you go on the road, because obviously you don't want to get in trouble with the law about your taillights being broken. Again, this is absurdly easy. You could do this in a parking lot of a parts store, a driveway, garage, whatever, wherever, however. This is really, really easy. I implore you to try this yourself, saving a bunch of money. A mechanic's probably going to charge you at least 60 bucks to do that, and that was just so easy. It's more hassle to take it to the mechanic than to do the job. So definitely do this job. There's no risk. There's no reason you can't do it. So put some gloves on, get into it, get that repair fixed, and be back on the road. If you found this video interesting or helpful at all, please consider becoming a member down below by clicking that join button as a direct way to help the channel out, and I really appreciate it. Barring that, a like, comment, subscription go a really long way in helping my channel out, and I appreciate that as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.